Hi guys, it's Miss Suzie from the Evergreen Park Public Library and welcome back to Friday Fun Kids. Today we are going to be making a snow measuring stick. He is a little snowman and he comes with the markings already on him for measurement. Now you can get these at places like Home Depot. You can use the ones that they give you. Or you can buy these with a nice white print on it. 3 of these for 98 cents. It's very reasonable to make them. You can decorate them however you want, but the ones that came in the kit, because you will be making a snowman with this kit, a little snowman buddy, will already be painted for you. So you will have this part up painted. So this is all painted for you. Now you want to make sure you decorate the side that is the same side as the numbers, which I don't know if you can see very well on here, but you want to decorate this side so your numbers are up. So when you look at it and you're measuring your snow, you will see your snowman and how deep this snow is. So what came in the kit with this was a piece of fabric for his hat, a piece of string, a piece of yarn for tying the little palm onto his hat to make it a hat shape, and then a scarf piece of yarn, a nose, it's a little orange foamy bit, and a Sharpie. What you will need is potentially scissors to clean up the hat when you're done, and glue to attach the hat. I also would suggest using a clip or something to hold your hat in place so you don't have to hold on to it to keep it there. You can also use something like hot glue. Hot glue will work, but you're going to want an adult to help you with that because you don't want to get burnt. But you can do this as well to attach the hat. But I'm going to show you how to use a binder clip to hold it in place. So to begin, the way that I start anyway, is I figure out where his hat is going to go. So go like this, around it, and make sure that it overlaps. So I fold inward so that you don't have a raw edge touching him. Or sitting out so it won't come undone. And then I fold it around and make it overlap in the back. Now, what I'm going to do is keep that spot. I use my Sharpie. You don't have to, but I use my Sharpie to mark where in between, there are 2 marks now, that's where he's going to lay, and then I'll do the back on top. I'll do the back overlapping in a second. So first I just put a strip of glue right there in the center bit, and then this will be the front. So we're going to go like this and push down. Now, if there are any scraggly bits, you're going to want to cut them off so that you don't keep peeling. So then I'm going to go over the back, like that. And since it's purple, you can probably kind of see the line I just made. And you're going to go over with your fabric, fold over. And then I fold over this little bit to seal it in, so there's no raw edge on the back of the hat either. And I'm going to put some glue right here on the back of the hat. And we fold it over. Now this can get a little messy. You can choose to glue a little bit and glue in steps. But if you glue it the way I just did, it might get a little bit messy because it's still wet. So once all of it is glued, you're going to take your binder clip, if you have one. Now would be a good time to put maybe a book over it and let it dry, to hold it down. But you put something on it to weigh it down. But this, you're just going to slip over the seam, and you'll be able to let it dry like that. So it's just holding it down. Now, wipe my glue off. Move that to the side. Okay. So then I'm going to try and finish up my hat up here. I'm going to take my string and I fold it in half so that it's double. Okay? Now I twist. And then I go like this and tie it together to bring the hat up to a little peak. And then I flip. And now I'm going to double knot it in the back. 1 and 2. Now be aware, if your hat part is still sticky and you're doing this, if you've got glue everywhere, you're going to make a mess. So be careful. You now can just leave this knot here in the back like that if you want, or you can cut it off once you've made double, like that. And now you have your little hat portion. Now, what I did and what you can do is you'll see that there are these, you can basically pull apart the cross sections to make the little frillies on the top of his hat, because he's got little frillies. So all you're going to do is pull, find a piece, and pull. So you're pulling the section that would run around and leaving the ones running up and down. So you're only pulling what's easily pullable, like that. See? And then you can trim it, which is what I'm going to do in a second. If it gets stuck, you can always just cut it. Okay. Now, go like this, and we go trim. And I pull a couple more pieces. And I like to shape it a little bit so that it looks a little bit more random. So once you like it, like I like that, looks kind of frilly. He's got a little hat like palm at the top now. You're going to move all of your scraps out of your way. And now I put his scarf on. Again, you can do this out of order. You can decide to draw his face first, but I do his scarf first. So I, again, fold it in half. So you have in half, so a loop will be here. You lay him on top. And then you pull your string through the little loop like you would a normal scarf. Now, you can leave it like that. It will stay. But I liked going like this around to the other side so that it gets an extra layer, and just do a quick knot. So you end up with this cute little extra bit over here. So he looks kind of cute already. Then I'm going to draw his eyes. Because once I do his eyes, I will put his nose down. So I'm going to put his eyes right here, the circles. And then I'm going to place his nose. So you peel the back off and then put his nose. You can face it however you'd like, but you should have this nice little triangle to do. Now once his nose and his eyes are done, I'm going to give him a mouth by putting in some little pieces of coal to give him a nice little smile. And then I'm going to give him some buttons. So, there we go. And when this is dry, you'll pull this off. But this is ultimately what he ends up looking like. I gave him a little bit of a smirk on this one. So you end up with a cute snow measuring stick. And when you have these, you can't leave these out. Like, they aren't weather safe to be stuck outside for forever, but just taking them out to measure snow as it happens. If you wanted to seal it, you could go get sealant and seal it, and then you would be able to add a stake and put it permanently outside. But I think he's kind of cool to just take outside when it does snow and check to see how deep the snow is. But I hope that you guys enjoyed making your snow measuring sticks, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.